One city, three teams, one afternoon. The goal? Claim as many US state names as possible. Our teams will be racing around Washington, D.C. to claim the most state names by riding transit on streets named after those states. The team with the most states claimed at the end of the game will win. So without further ado, welcome to the Great State Race, Part 1.
Hello and welcome to DC's Great State Race, where we'll be running around DC on transit of all kinds, claiming state names on streets, avenues, drives, whatever. And we'll explain rules in a second, but right now we'll do introductions. My name's Ryan, I run the channel 29 down the line, which you're watching right now, and I'll turn it over to everyone else.
Hi, I'm Ash. I'm silly. I don't have a channel. I'm just here for the fun.
Hi, I'm Andy from the channel Andy on Track, but also here for a lot of fun.
I'm Dan on the channel Dan Hominem.
I'm Max. I've been in a guest in a couple of other trans YouTube videos.
I'm Cole of Cole Thomsen fame, of Classy Will fame, of So Much fame, of This Tripod Is Mine fame. Let's move on.
All right, now for rules.
As mentioned, the goal of the game is simple. Claim as many state names as possible, and the team with the most states claimed at the end of the game wins. For context, Washington, D.C. generally has numbered streets like 7th Street running north and south, while lettered streets like K Street run east and west. Now, if you're not from the area, there's still a good chance you've heard of Pennsylvania Avenue, home of the White House. But there's actually a street in D.C. for each of the 50 states in the Union, the vast majority of which are also avenues. Our teams will claim states by riding transit between at least 2 stops on streets of the same name. Bus and elevated or underground metro lines are all valid as long as the sections you're using to claim a state don't leave the street's right-of-way. It has to be a continuous trip along, above, or under that street for it to count. The more stops along the street you ride without leaving the street's right-of-way, the stronger your claim, and the harder it is for other teams to steal. This map of DC's state streets will serve as our game board, though not every street is possible to claim via transit, but many of them are, which is why this whole game works. Teams can steal states already claimed by other teams by riding on those streets for a higher number of transit stops. Distance is irrelevant, it's simply the number of stops that counts here. Keep in mind that stealing by this method leaves the state vulnerable to be stolen again by another team. This, however, brings us to the last core game mechanic, which is locking a state in your team's possession. To protect against theft by other teams, you can permanently claim a state so it's unstealable by riding 3 different valid transit routes between stops along that street. You can also steal a vulnerable state from another team by riding 3 transit routes along that state street, irrespective of distance in this case, as long as they haven't locked it into their possession. Doing either of these things permanently locks the state into your team's possession for the rest of the game, but this takes time. And just to prevent teams from camping in neighborhoods with lots of state streets, there's the quadrant rule. DC is divided into 4 quadrants about the Capitol building: northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast, as marked on street signs. Teams cannot make back-to-back claims of different states in the same quadrant. Rather, they must change quadrants to make a new claim, even if the state street they would have claimed in the same quadrant spans the quadrant boundary. Aside from that, teams must update their score and their claims in a central group chat, but this is more so we can keep track of everything and know the status of the game board. So now, back to us at our starting point on the roof of the MLK Library, right by Gallery Place Chinatown, to start the game.
So we're going to do some team introductions for you guys, starting with...
We are the Metro Savants.
We are Team Pepsi.
We are the Commonwealth Conquerors, so we'll be leaving here in just a few minutes from the top of the MLK Library. We'll be starting, and this will be edited at some point, so you're watching that, so enjoy. We're about ready to kick it off. We're going to be ending at 4:45 at Union Station. We've all agreed. It's about 2 o'clock now, and we're going to do a 3, 2, 1, go! Go!
Okay, so from here we are off. Gonna try to all 50 states, right? All 50?
All 50. That's
Okay.
That's
Okay.
my goal.
Okay,
We're
all
gonna go
50.
at light speed, ludicrous speed.
There we go.
All right, me and Ash, or as Ash and I, are off to go somewhere. Well, I'm going to the bathroom first, because priorities.
It's Les Secrets.
Les Secret.
That's where we're going. My initial idea is I want to jump back and forth between northeast and northwest. And a very good way to do that is there's a bunch of streets that intersect North Capitol Street up by Rhode Island Avenue, Brentwood. So that's
Okay.
that's our first plan.
Sounds like a good strat to me.
I say we walk down the stairs.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh. Try to keep that elevator up here.
We can intercept the 4th. It just got off at the 4th floor. To your left. If we can catch it. Yep. And then we'll close it, and then everyone else has to wait. Yeah.
That's mean.
A little bit. There's another elevator.
Okay.
Our strategy is to get all 51, because you said Puerto Rico counts.
The first mode of transportation we're using today, vertical.
Yes.
The only thing I'm worried about is because the red line is single tracking, that might cause some problems, but we'll see how long it takes to get the red line going towards one line.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair.
Sorry, I'm admittedly very fast walking.
Yes, and normally I am too, but this tripod, if I move like left and right too much, it just falls out of my bag. Because I didn't think I'd be participating today, if you can believe it. All right, legally crossing the street.
Yes.
Which was not specified in the rules, but...
From MLK Library, we have the ability to get to Metro Center just over here. And a little ways behind me is Gallery Place.
I got to give credit to Dan for coming right out of the gate with that strategy. I think it's going to work very well, but I guess time will tell.
Neither of the other teams are coming this direction, which makes me have some degree of confidence that we're onto something with the Capitol Street strategy, and we're not going to have any competition.
So Florida and Rhode Island avenues both cross the North Capitol Street. So what I was going to do is take the red line up to Noma, actually, sorry, not Rhode Island Avenue. Take the C53 up Florida, and then take the D32 up Rhode Island Avenue.
Okay.
And then Georgia Avenue is very close to there. And that's northeast, northwest, northeast. Sorry, northwest, northeast, northwest.
Cool.
Oh, they're both leaving in steps. So let's just...
Yeah. But that also means all the other teams, if they choose to take the red line, are in the same situation.
Right. If they're going, well, if they're going towards Shady Grove, they might be in a good position for that.
Yeah, depending on if they caught this or not, which we don't know.
Leaving now. Well, if they walk to Metro Center, I doubt it. But if they walk to here...
Oh yeah, that's fair. They could be walking to Metro Center.
Walking through one of Metro's most ornate entrances, which I really love.
We have all of these rental bikes in their natural habitat.
The old Hyatt connection.
Alright, we're in the elevator. Welcome to the Metro, aka America's Subway.
If they're walking to the Metro Center, they probably wouldn't make that because the distance between stations here is like 0.3 miles.
Yeah,
so
genuinely.
walking that in like a minute does not seem very feasible.
I'm assuming that they're trying to do blue, orange, silver. If that's
have
their
to
strat.
imagine.
Okay, so we don't have to take that train because that's Virginia bound. We need something that's Maryland bound. We got something coming up now, or at least that's what the lights are indicating. Some state streets near Columbia Heights.
That's true. Columbia Heights, yeah, that was the one thing I was thinking. That's the actual one that's like pretty close.
Yeah.
It's good for us. If no one's really thinking about doing the centralized Capitol Hill kind of jumping around, pretty good. Pretty good.
All right, Max, question for you. How long do you think it will take for the first team to actually get their first claim?
Ooh, that's a good question. There are some state streets around here, so I would say not that long. I do think someone's going to claim it pretty quickly. Whether it's us, I'm not going to guess that because we do have to get all the way to Noma, but it could be.
All right, we got a train to Greenbelt in 1 minute. Our strategy is to go up to get like Florida Avenue because there's frequent buses, and I think a lot of people are going to be trying to go down the red line, which is single tracking. So we'll see how this goes. All right, first train of the game.
Red line to Glenmont.
Next stop is Judiciary Square.
All right. So I almost forgot the quantum rule, but we're gonna try to get Florida Northwest and then New York Northeast because there's some buses that'll make that easy. So we're going to U Street on the green line right now.
All right, we are off on our first transit vehicle of the trip. For a bit.
Yeah.
All the way to Rhode Island Avenue?
No.
Or,
Yeah.
Noma. Okay. Well, not that long then.
So we know we're heading towards East Capitol Street. We're going to try to jump the Capitol Street border to claim as many states as we can. Which station exactly do we need to get off at? We need to figure that out.
Market's probably the best spot.
Okay. I think Potomac Avenue is too far south, and Capitol South isn't quite going to work.
Yeah, that's
Federal Triangle.
Eastern Market.
There's like two squares around there that just it radiates state roads out in all
Square, and
directions.
I think like
Stanton?
Stanton.
Yeah.
The one that's south.
We get to Noma at 212, Rhode Island at 214. 231 or 215. So it actually, there's a 1 minute connection and then a multiple minute and then a 22 minute connection.
And so it's 22 guaranteed versus a what guaranteed?
On the left.
No, it's a 22 guaranteed versus a 30 guaranteed. So actually, yeah, let's
go to Rhode Island.
Yeah.
We're actually getting off for this at a part of DC I've never been to, a U Street. So, any thoughts?
It's a street, all right.
All right.
U Street can be fun. U Street can also be not fun.
Hopefully it's fun and we get a bus right away. All right. Which side to get off at? I don't know.
Outside, by the way. So we're gonna take the D32 from Rhode Island Avenue, and I believe that would be 8th Place Northeast. It looks like, or this one, which is 610 Rhode Island Avenue.
Okay.
We're gonna take it to North Capitol. Sorry, to Rhode Island Avenue Northwest and 1st Street Northwest.
Okay.
So like literally right on the border. The claim is gonna be North Capitol to 1st Street. That's it.
Very nice. Okay.
Then we walk like literally that little distance and then go on Florida.
Okay, good
That's
stuff.
gonna be 2 basically right there.
Yeah, that's
So-
a really good strat. I like that.
All right, just getting off at U Street. We're gonna try to find the C53, climb Florida Avenue, northwest. Any thoughts? Just along for the ride?
Just along for the ride.
All right.
For now.
All right.
We could head in that direction right after we get off of Eastern Market, claim Pennsylvania Avenue as fast as possible.
So there's bus service on Massachusetts Avenue.
Okay.
There's bus service on Pennsylvania Avenue. That's it, unfortunately.
Okay. I think take Pennsylvania Avenue to...
Maybe closer, actually towards the Capitol, right? Because then we can walk over. It gets us closer to the quadrant. We can see if we can get Mass Avenue, Orient, like in the northeast.
Everything around there's really close together, so if we have to walk, I bet it shouldn't be a huge deal. I think claiming Pennsylvania Avenue early will be big. If for whatever reason someone's already claimed it by the time we get there, we can pivot and do what's up in Massachusetts Avenue.
Mass Avenue, which is north, we can. I mean, yeah. Well,
We have options.
We have options.
I don't think we should stick ourselves too firmly into a single plan because things can change, especially on those roads that go like all the way across DC. Those are going to be really competitive.
Coming up out of the metro after our first ride, have not claimed anything yet. But coming out at U Street, gotta find our bus stop.
I think plan is get off in the Eastern Market, try to take the D10 or D1X towards the Capitol.
Pennsylvania for southeast. Maryland, if you can get it, because that frequency looks pretty tough.
Yeah.
On the northeast, and then we'll take some bus to get northwest, Florida, Georgia, whatever.
That works. That works. Congress Heights, C53 works. All right, so a C53 to Congress Heights came out of nowhere, and that actually claims that's on Florida for longer. So we can claim a decent amount of Florida. There's only 2 buses on this part running that today, so we can't lock it. But we can get a pretty strong claim. All right, we are entering Florida Avenue. So we should get 5 stops on here. Yes, here's the first stop on Florida. So we've entered Florida Avenue, and we will stay on here until as it goes through North Capitol Street. So it'll become Florida Northeast, but we're climbing Florida Northwest.
You see it?
No. It's
No.
gonna be. It's not visible from this angle. We're gonna have
okay.
to run for it.
All right. Can do.
Go, go, go.
Oh.
No, down here. Stop recording and run, boy. We actually missed it.
Oh, that's it down there.
Yeah.
I see it. Dang it.
We get the, there we go.
There's a bus right there.
Did we just miss it? Yeah, we're not gonna get it. Then we gotta be thinking we can catch that same bus in the other direction. At least get something. We got D10 to the Kennedy Center here in about 6 minutes. So I guess we can relax for a few. I don't think we have any other good options right now.
All right, we're at 1st and Florida, so we're almost done with our claim here, but we can see the red line. We're probably get back on the red line because there aren't a ton of buses out here running today. All right, some great architecture, really. But right after this little corner, not quite at this gas station, but we are just about at Capitol Street, that light right there. So this is the 5th stop on Florida. So this means we have claimed Florida with 5 stops. So with 5 stops on Florida Avenue, Ash and I have the first claim of the game.
Kind of get out of the way for filming this because we have like 3 various forms of politics around here immediately, and Try not to get that on camera. I believe the plan is we're going to try to take the D10 here up to just past 3rd Street, hoof it up a few blocks north of Capitol Street to Stanton Park, try to, if everything's timed correctly, grab the bus that goes up Maryland Avenue, but it's quite infrequent. And if that doesn't, try to grab the one on Massachusetts Avenue. So we'll see how that goes.
And unless we do Florida Avenue Northwest, which actually may not be a bad idea. Hang on, no, let's get on.
Okay. Okay.
One stop.
One stop. Fair enough. Because that gets us in a position with more
We're
routes.
gonna claim Rhode Island.
Okay, good. Okay, so where does that put us? Thank you.
And with their short ride between 2 bus stops, Max and Cole claim Rhode Island Avenue.
The bus isn't tracking, so we don't know where it is. Could be a ghost bus. And if it is, we're stuck here for like 12 minutes. My concern is, because Pennsylvania Avenue goes so far across town, is we might get a notification someone else has claimed it.
Yeah.
And if that happens, we hit the Capitol. We can't really keep going because we're getting off the last stop before the road is no longer Pennsylvania Avenue.
Right.
So hopefully we'll be all right. So I think even if they go up by the White House, I think that's still going to take them a little bit.
And the good news is the bus is tracking, at least on the WMATA track.
Good.
It says it's like 2 stops, less than a stop away. So we're
Okay.
good. It looks like the first people have claimed Rhode Island Avenue.
Okay.
So nowhere near us.
Good.
Hopefully.
Alright, so our trip down to Florida was going great, and then we hit Capitol Street, and then it's just been traffic. So we are like in gridlock right now. So this was fun.
Welcome to DC.
It's a Sunday. How do you feel about gridlock on a Sunday?
I
Expected?
expected.
Yeah. So
We broke the one rule getting around DC, which is don't get on a state street. Which is, the whole
whole
premise
point
of
of
what
this
we're
game.
doing.
that's some traffic, all right. This is a Sunday. This is just gridlock, depending on which way you're going, of course. This is a nightmare. I mean, we're getting off here, so thank goodness. Metro, finally. All right, goodbye, C53. We're done with you.
Florida claimed by a team for 5 stops, Florida Avenue.
Ooh, that's gonna be a tough
That's
one.
unfortunate
Okay.
because that was our exit strategy on the C53. Was
Yeah,
Florida
well, we'll really have to try to catch the Maryland one if we can then.
Avenue. Maryland one, or like, if not that, a Georgia Avenue bus, I guess.
Yeah. I fear we might not hold on to Pennsylvania Avenue for very long, but it'll be something for now. If we could have the bus use the bus lane instead of the cars that aren't supposed to be in it, that would be great. Actually, no, that is a bus lane. People are just parked in it. I can see the bus. It's just stuck because apparently bus lanes don't count on Sunday. Okay, it's finally coming up now. So take this for exactly 2 stops and try to catch the Maryland Avenue bus. Hopefully that'll be a possibility.
All right, so what's the plan? Union, and then do something. Probably Massachusetts Ave.
That sounds workable.
It sounds workable, and no one's claimed it yet. If we go north, Rhode Island's already been claimed, so we'd have to steal Rhode Island, which we only have 1 claim right now, so we probably want to just focus on claiming and not stealing.
Yeah.
Was that 2 stops? Okay. In that case, Pennsylvania.
And for riding 3 stops, Dan and Andy claim Pennsylvania Avenue in Southeast.
This next one?
Yeah, this
No,
next
it's
one.
on Rhode Island for a while.
So that would get us 2/3 of the way if we wanted to lock it,
Yeah.
which may come in handy later.
It turns out going 1 stop on the D36 was actually a good move because now we have claimed Rhode Island Avenue.
Yes.
So we are now going to take the D32 over to Georgia Avenue to try and claim that as well.
And how long on Rhode Island are we on
We
it
only
for?
have a claim for 1 stop on Rhode Island, so it is pretty easily stealable. But this second bus, we're going to be on it for a while, actually.
All right, red lines, single tracking, so there's a train here now, so we're trying to get on that. All right, just barely made it. Hey look, Amtrak. And we're just boarding, so no time to foam. I love the Phase 7 livery, it's so good.
Step back, doors closing.
All right, leaving Noma. This unfortunately does not count for any state, but from Union we'll have some options. And we're gonna try to claim something in Northeast, and then we'll probably go Southeast, because we're just gonna probably just go clockwise. That makes sense, right? Yes, this is definitely TOD. That's why this station's doing so well.
Yeah, that's part of why I like it around here.
Yeah.
Claim northeast, so this would be northwest.
So we're going northwest. The claim is either Georgia or New Jersey.
Yes, we have to decide, and we have a little while before we have to decide that, but
Yeah, because we're on this bus for a while.
yeah. Gallery Place.
Alrighty. Transit vehicle number 3, D32, towards Gallery Place. All right, so we're gonna be on this for a long time.
All right, Union. Time to get a bus. All right. And there's the exit. Perfect. All right, getting off the Mass Ave exit for Metro bus.
So what's going on with the red line today?
They
I don't remember.
are single tracking,
Single tracking
from
but they're
Farragut
single
North to somewhere else, and they're replacing track replacement basically.
The train we just got off is terminated.
Yeah.
Farragut North.
So it's starting at Farragut North. There's disruptions. All right, so we got to cross Columbus Circle. There's the beautiful Capitol building. We're gonna have to cross the street somehow and find this bus stop, which is somewhere. Old Town Trolley. Can that count as a? I think it does count, but I don't know where it goes, and I don't want to pay for it.
It's a new plan. We are going to take the Maryland bus. It's going to be a big time penalty for us, but it will guarantee us that we keep Maryland.
Yeah.
And we'll get off. I mean, we can just get off at near H Street and take like the D20 or the D2X to get back to Gallery Place, and then take like the D4X or the D40 up Georgia and claim Georgia.
Okay, just keep in mind after Maryland Avenue, our next one has to be a different quadrant. That should work. That'd be northwest.
Yeah, they'll be
Okay.
northwest. Yeah. So we can either do Georgia Avenue, or we can try going for longer on Florida Avenue. But I think we have a better shot with Georgia.
Oh, there's some beautiful housing here. Look at all those row homes. Pristine.
All right, so we're outside of Union Station, right across the street. Gonna get, I think, the C something or other. I think it's something. I'll let you know in a second. We're gonna go to Stanton Park and then get a bus from Stanton Park, and then that actually goes to New Jersey Avenue Northwest. So we'll just take our bus across the quadrant. So we'll claim Massachusetts Northeast and then get New Jersey Northwest.
We have a good deal of a wait before the Maryland bus is here, about 27 minutes. So we'll have some time to just kind of not do much. We can't really take another bus in the meantime because we reset our quadrant. But I'm hoping just this, with this only being just short of 3 hours, I feel like it's going to be like a hockey game where it's like the score ends up being 2-2.
Right.
So,
Great. Yes.
So any route that we can get that is we don't have to worry about locking, I think is going to be a big deal.
Avenue, here we are. Thank you. Woohoo! We're in good shape.
We are in very, very, very good shape.
Dang, gas is cheap here. What the heck?
This is I want to say a more suburban part of DC, but it's further from the Metro Rail, so I kind of get it. Like this is not a terrible place.
Yeah,
for
I mean,
gas
I'm used to
station,
seeing
but-
like 450.
Yeah.
At least in Georgetown, it's
That being
455
said,
bucks.
take the bus if you can.
Well, duh.
Stop right there. We're good.
Woohoo! Oh, look at this.
Nice.
We got some decent bike infrastructure. Oh, look at those
That's
cute
a
little.
great stop. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
Boarding platform and everything.
And a chair. It's a station amenity.
It should have a shelter, to be fair. That's the one thing I would add, but otherwise, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's weird that the sign's back there though when this is the stop.
Yeah, that's true. Well, also, where else are you gonna put the sign? You have to put an extra pole for that. So
That's true.
I understand why they put it there. Okay, so next strategy. We are going to claim 2 states on one bus route because the C51 goes on both New Jersey Avenue Northwest and Massachusetts Avenue Northeast. So we're claiming 2 with one bus.
That's the way to play the game.
Yeah.
All right, so our second bus of the day just also came out of nowhere. It's C51 Anacostia. We'll get Massachusetts Northeast with that. Yeah, let's board here. All right. All right, just boarded the C51. This part does not count because we have to go around Columbus Circle. But there's Union Station. Beautiful building.
So we're gonna take this to
Stanton Park.
Stanton Park. We're gonna take this to Stanton Park.
And then take this
we're gonna
back.
take this bus back to where we're
Because
going.
it goes up New Jersey Avenue.
It goes up New Jersey Avenue. Then we're gonna get off. We're gonna get off around here again. Might I suggest hopping down Delaware?
Delaware might have some today. I'm not sure. We'd have to check.
It's
worth checking.
I'm gonna get too cocky, but it is going to be very difficult to steal New Jersey Avenue because the C51 might be one of the only buses on this road. I'm looking at the bus map and everything else is just like loops around to terminate. So
Yeah.
I don't know, it might be pretty difficult to steal this one. We'll see.
Here's the first stop on Massachusetts Avenue. We just passed it. So we are doing a little one stop.
Keep going back and forth a little bit on the strategy that we chose here because there aren't as many buses running down the state streets over here as I thought there was going to be. But we also have the fact that we're so far away from everybody that we don't have to deal with competition.
Great. No one's even thinking of Maryland Avenue right now. It's not even in their realm of possibility.
Oh yeah, yeah.
great.
We don't have to worry about locking it. So, and Florida Avenue, that didn't actually get claimed, did it?
It did get claimed.
Okay.
But we could claim it longer.
Yes.
Or remember, since that's Northwest, we could also just do something that no one's claimed, like Georgia.
All right, this is our stop. Massachusetts has been claimed. And for riding just a very short 2 stops, Ash and I claim Massachusetts in Northeast. All right, thank you C51 for getting us Massachusetts Ave. Yay! And we're in Northeast, so second quadrant of the day.
So they just claimed.
They just claimed Massachusetts, so I think we need to. The question is, how many stops do we want to claim on New Jersey?
More. We need to claim more now because they claimed Massachusetts. So we need to take the 5. We need to like do 5 stops.
5, yeah, okay.
5 stops because they're gonna try to claim New Jersey. I'd
Yeah.
assume.
If they're taking this, we're gonna beat them.
Okay.
We're
You don't have to-
gonna
yeah.
beat them.
Look at that Capitol building.
While I imagine the other teams might be running around like crazy right now,
I bet.
and we're just sitting here in a park.
This is great.
Is this going to be a terrible idea? It's possible.
If they're trying to get New Jersey, they have to be on that bus, the one that just got to Columbus Circle.
Little did Max and Cole know, but we were going on the offensive, but it was against Dan and Andy for Pennsylvania Avenue. All right, so Pennsylvania's already been claimed, but this gets us to Pennsylvania Avenue where we can change to a bus that will let us claim it with a lot more stops. So, and then from there we can go any quadrant up in the southeast. So, positive? Otherwise we're stuck waiting almost 15 minutes for a bus here, which we don't really want to do, just for New Jersey Avenue. I mean, we like New Jersey, I think.
Do we? I have one nice thing to say about New Jersey, and that is the Acela doesn't stop there.
So we claimed New Jersey Avenue,
But with 3. We claimed
3
it with
stops.
3 because
We think they might be on the bus trying to take it back.
and we want to prevent them from because
doing
you
that,
have
yeah.
to start a steal.
Yeah.
And because they haven't claimed it yet, we can't steal it.
Right.
And with that, Max and Cole put down a 3-stop claim on New Jersey Avenue in Northwest. So this is where we'll end episode 1 of the Great State Race. Dan and Andy have 1 state with Pennsylvania Avenue, and the other 2 teams are tied for the lead with 2 points, with Rhode Island Avenue and New Jersey Avenue going to Max and Cole, and with Florida Avenue and Massachusetts Avenue going to me and Ash. So this is very much still anybody's game. And we probably didn't realize it at the time, but Ash and I were making both of the other teams nervous as we were in Stanton Park in Northeast around the same time as Dan and Andy, and we were in a position where taking a bus up New Jersey Avenue was possible had we wanted to. But now we're headed down to Pennsylvania Avenue, where we'll attempt to steal it from Dan and Andy. So will Ash and I knock down Andy and Dan's score back to 0? Will Dan and Andy ever catch a bus up Maryland Avenue? And where are Max and Cole off to next? This will all be on part 2, so like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see y'all then. Special thanks to Cole for doing a lot of the editing work on this with me. This would not have been nearly as possible or organized without your help. But thanks for watching, and comment below who you think will win. I'll see y'all next time.